you over, you just can't breathe.
Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake?
Hey guys, it is day 4 of my Halloween makeup tutorials, and today I am Beetlejuice, the trickster mischievous ghost. This look was super fun to do. I was like putting on a wig, you know, disguising myself. I put on a little bit of paint on the teeth. It's gonna overall be a super fun makeup tutorial. Before we continue, guys, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, follow me on my social medias, and we will begin. First, we will use the Ben Icon White in the shade CW. After we're gonna set this, you can use baby powder. You can also use a setting powder. The reason we set our makeup is so it doesn't crease and it stays longer. After, we will go in with our NYX Cosmetics Go-To palette. The purple shade does not have a name, but you can go in with the purple shade. Afterwards, I used a little bit of a darker purple in the Anastasia palette in the shade Rowdy. This is just to create like a little contrast and have a little bit more depth in the outer corners. Make sure you blend it out as far up to the eyebrows as possible. Then we'll go and use the Jaclyn Hill palette in the shade Abyss. Abyss, we're gonna use it to create the eyebrows. If you notice, just right up above purple eyes that Beetlejuice has, he has very thick black eyebrows. How I'm gonna create that thick look is by creating little hairs, and it will extend a little bit further than my eyebrows. In other words, we'll be overdrawing them. Create a little bit of a cheek contour because we do not want a flat face. Then we'll create the wrinkles. The way I did this is scrunch up your face, and the natural wrinkles that your face already has, those are the lines that you're gonna create. So it looks more natural. We can use a creamy brownish shade. I stayed with the Jaclyn Hill palette in the shade Butter, but you can use any shade that you would like that's just like a little creamy brownish. I'm gonna use my SFX Face and Body Paint by NYX Cosmetics and go in with a very light tap with the brush. We're just gonna create the illusion that we have a little bit of beard and we didn't quite shave that well. You know, the hairs are coming in a little bit. I used the LA Girls lip liner in the shade Bear. Use whatever color that's super light nude because you don't wanna create dark color. It's more of a natural look that you're going for. Now I'm using the Mayron Liquid Latex. Make sure you do not get this in your hair because it will pull it off. I'm just gonna place it on, let it dry. It dries super quick. Then I'm kind of like gonna go break it off to create a little bit of texture. Once I'm done creating that texture, I will add green paint. Then I'm gonna go in with my eyeshadows. The eyeshadows that I'm gonna use are from the Jaclyn Hill palette. Just grab black, brown, dark, nudie, cream color to create texture. You just do not want it to be black, okay? That's basically the main goal here. Now with the black eyeshadow in the shade Abyss, I'm just going to create an eyeliner. I then use the Tarte Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Delish. It was part of a birthday collection that Sephora was giving out for free that I received for my birthday. Anyways, so I'm gonna go in with that shade because it is super light, but I'm just gonna pat a little bit, then I'll take a brush, just sweep it on there, and if you notice, it looked very much like a natural lip color. Now we're gonna go into the hard part. I made the mistake of creating the outline with a black crayon, which is super bad. Do not do that. Then I erased it and I went back in with the white one that you see here. After you're done creating that outline, I am going to just paint in the parts that I want white in the same clown white shade that I used earlier. As you see, I'm gonna do the collar first, then I will do the jacket. Very important, make sure that the collar, this one here, the lines are going horizontally at a diagonal. Then the other ones that are outside near the shoulder area of the jacket, make sure those go at a vertical lining, or else you will not be able to decipher the contrast between the collar and the actual jacket. Once you're done painting your white areas, just go on with a very thin black brush to create that lining to separate the black and the white. The reason you're gonna do this before you just go on ahead and color the whole thing black, the areas that are left, is because you do not want it to interfere with the white color. You don't want it to get into that white color, then it's gonna be a hot mess.
Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the
Now that we have to be a little bit more precise with the black, what's super important is the brush size that you're gonna use. If you see that it's a smaller area, use a brush that has less bristles, that is a little bit more thinner. If you see it's a larger area, use a larger brush. That way you can do it faster. Now we're gonna do my favorite part, which is shading. I use a little bit of Abyss, a little bit of Butter, a little bit of Soda Pop from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. Make sure black is the less amount that you put on your brush, and just create a little bit of shadows on the collar, on the jacket, everywhere that you see that you have white. This technique here, I'm gonna take a little bit of my brush and I dumped it into water first because these Mayron paints are water activated. And I just put a little bit around my face. This is the yellow, just to have a little bit of contrast so it's not just green and white that you see. I went ahead and used my favorite mascara, the Better Than Sex mascara. After we're done with that, I used the eyelash adhesive by Kiss. I use this color because it is black and I already have like the black liner going on, so it's not gonna mess it up. I'm now placing my wig. Make sure the wig that you use is messy-ish because Beetlejuice is definitely not like put together, you know? So make sure it's a little bit messy. Then take whatever yellow paint you have. The one I'm using is the one by Mayron, which is water activated. Then I added a little bit of brown from the NYX Cosmetics Face and Body Paints. And that concludes the teeth part and this makeup. If you guys do not own a wig like this, you can also color your hair green. You get one of those little spray bottles that they sell at most likely Party City or any Halloween store. Just paint your hair green, put it a little messy like this wig is, and you'll be good to go. I mean, if you want to go over the top, then go over the top. But if you don't want to spend that much money, you don't necessarily have to. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. Please continue to follow me on my Halloween 2019 makeup journey, and I'll see you very soon.
Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake?